each morning, I pretty much have the same routine, right? After my daughter goes off to school, I pick out the shave gear for the day, and I get that all ready. Pick out the razor. In this instance, it's a Gillette Heritage razor. Got my Voskhod razor blades, and now I need to assemble the razor because I had it in its handy travel case, which I like. Once it's assembled, I'm ready to get the hot water going, which takes a little bit of time in my house compared to most people's, I think. Got an old water heater. But once it's hot, I rinse off my brush, fill up my bowl, and put the brush in the bowl. Now it's time to get the shower ready, take a shower. You don't get to see that. Sorry. Now I'm getting my cream, the Fine Accoutrements American Blend. Usually put it directly in the brush, but in this instance I wanted to do a bowl lather just to change it up a little bit. At this step, I do my best to take my time, making sure I have a good lather, because a good lather makes for a great shave. Now that I'm applying it to my moistened face, getting ready for the shave, thinking about what I gotta do today. I like the Heritage more than the King C Gillette because it's easier to hold, it's more compact, feels a bit more gentle. Now I can put on my aftershave splash. Again, the Fine Accoutrements American Blend scent. Now I can have a cup of coffee. I go downstairs to my basement where I work, but first I get ready to take my shave of the day photos. Everything's pretty straightforward, easy to use. I have a video light, various other lights set to specific outputs. So when I go to take my photo, everything's ready. I make sure there's lather on the brush so it looks authentic, even though it's probably been about 12 minutes since I shaved. And get ready and take my photos. I input those photos into my phone where I edit them. This is when I can open up my Shave Den app for iPhone. It's where I track, input, and share my shaves of the day since this app came out. I'm a pro level user, so I can share from the app. I can add unlimited shaves. Can select a photo to add to it, and from there I can share to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I like that it copies it to my clipboard because typically when I go to Twitter or Instagram I can add some ads, hashtags, all that jazz. The My Shave Den app is for Apple phones, iPhones, if you will. It's easy to use, it's quick, easy to share shave details. The Pro mode is $3.99 one time. It's not monthly, so that's pretty great because it goes to the developer so that they can continue to make it better because it's still a fairly new app. There is a wish list that I have for the app because, all those goods, again, easy to use, easy to tracking. You can revisit shaves. You can, resubmit one. So if you do the same exact shave every day in a row, you can just keep doing that. And that's pretty cool. But there's a wish list that I have for it. I wish there was a hashtag support where I could save hashtags that I use on Twitter or Instagram or anything like that. Not a huge deal, just another thing that I think would make it a little bit easier to use when adding razors, brushes, soaps, what have you. Just having like a selection of brands that you've already input, so it's spelt all the same, and it's easier to select than just having to type it in every time, especially if you're going to sit down and go through 25 different razors, 30 different soaps, and 1,000 different aftershaves. That would come to take time. But that's pretty much all I got there. I think the good, it's awesome. I think it's worth trying. If you have an iPhone, download it. There will be a link in the description for it. I wasn't asked to make this. I'm assuming if they watch this, they'll say, I wish it was somebody else, but no big deal. But yeah, I think it's pretty neat. Obviously helping my morning be a little bit easier. I appreciate that. And because I'm on several Facebook groups that have to do with wet shaving, I like to share on Instagram and Twitter. It makes it a lot less inputty on my phone for that kind of thing. So I can appreciate that. If you have any questions or if you have other wish list items you'd like to add to this app, put it in the comments. Don't know if they'll see it, but I'm sure if there's enough of us, they'll be like, oh, that's kind of a cool idea. And if you see a wish list item on there in the comments that you like, hit the like button for that person's wish list item. I think that's a good way of communicating a joint idea. So I appreciate you watching. If you like wet shaving videos and don't think I'm too silly, go ahead and subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost anything. But I'll see you next time. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.